Hi, we are starting a whole new unit today, and we are going to start at the very, very beginning of the Bible, and I think you're really going to like it. I just love new things. I don't know about you, but I love new things. I love the way they look, the way they feel, the way they smell. I love getting new things, buying new things, finding new things. And I've always wished that I was an artist or I could sew or something like that. Have you ever seen a potter? A potter is someone who makes pottery. And what they do is they start with just a lump of clay, and by the time they're through with it, it is either a vase or a sculpture, and basically they're taking something that looks like nothing, just a blob, and they make something of value with it. And today's story is a little like that. So let's get started with our story, and we're going to use the Jesus Calling Bible Storybook. And it's found in Genesis chapter 1, which is at the very beginning of the Bible. And the title of this story is God's Big Plan. It says, ABC 1, 2, 3. Everything begins somewhere. Imagine a place with nothing to see, hear, taste, touch, or smell. No earth, no sky. In the beginning, there was nothing but God the Father, His Son Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. But God had a plan to create something big. On the first day, God said, "Let there be light." And light happened. God called it daytime. The darkness He called night. On the second day, God separated the sky and the waters, and on the third, He created land. Water whirled and swirled all around. God gathered the waters into seas, and then up came the land, hills, mountains, valleys, and plains. God spoke again, and plants sprouted from the earth, colorful flowers of every kind, vegetables, trees tall and strong, their branches loaded with plump, juicy fruit. God saw it all, and He said, "This is good." On the fourth day, God created the sun and popped the moon in the sky. God hung more stars than you could ever count. But He wasn't finished yet. God created birds and sea creatures on the fifth day, little minnows and giant whales, tiny hummingbirds and tall ostriches. Day 6 was really special. God filled the earth with animals. Worms wiggled in the dirt, giraffes reached for the sky, lions roared, and monkeys laughed. Animals everywhere. But He still wasn't done. What do you think God made next? Well, that's what we're going to find out more about. So it must have been fun for God to make creation. Each day He got to make something new to enjoy. Everything that God made, He said was good. But God wasn't finished there. God created man and woman, and He did that so that He could have a relationship with us. We're able to know God, love God, and choose to serve Him. And He created us so that we could be in relationship with Him. And so let's start our new memory verse today. And it's found in Genesis 1:1, the very first verse in the Bible. It says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." And so today's coloring page is the wonderful things that God created. You can see all sorts of stuff in this picture. And I'm sure that you can color it all different colors. And then, of course, your story's on the back. And one of the things that we want to make sure we remember today is how God created us to have a relationship with Him. And so here's the picture we're going to send you of our little gingerbread man. And it says, God created you for a relationship with Him. And so what we'd like for you to do is just put a big heart in the middle. Now I have a heart, a puppy heart left over from Valentine's Day that I can stick there, and it shows the love that I have for God. Or you can draw your own heart, whichever you'd like to do. And I'm also going to encourage you to do a creation hunt. That is something that we would do here if we were in class together. So what you need to do is look in your house, outside your house, and find something that goes with each day of creation. Now you can look for something. You can draw something, like you could draw a picture of the sun, moon, and stars. You can go outside and look for bird feathers. You can take a picture of some flowers. Just be really creative in your creation hunt and see if you can find something that goes with each day of creation. We're also going to send you some fun sheets to do that have to do with going back to school. And I'm sure there's several of you this week that you rode this for the very first time. You got to ride a school bus, or maybe you watched one of your siblings stand at the school bus stop and get on the school bus, but there's a school bus for you to draw. And if you want, you could also put people in the windows sitting in the seats. And then we also have a school tracing lines worksheet that you can go from this item to that item. Then we have a picture matching worksheet so that you can match the lunchbox to this lunchbox and so forth. So those are a couple of sheets that we're going to send you for today. Something that I wanted to talk to your mom and dad about is this book. And it's called Who Sang the First Song by Ellie Holcomb. And this is probably one of my favorite children's books. The illustrations are absolutely beautiful, but Ellie is also a songwriter. And I've told you before how songwriters have a special ability to tell stories. And she's another one of those that do that so well. Also, Ellie has a couple of different worship albums, and one of them that she has is one of those that you're probably going to want to put on repeat and just let it play over and over, and it's Ellie Holcomb Sings Creation Songs. And it goes so well with this unit, today's story specifically. And I love this book so much, I want to read it to you today because it goes really well. And one of her songs is this book put to music. And like I said, it's called Who Sang the First Song by Ellie Holcomb. It says, who sang the first song? Who hummed the first tune? Was it the wind blowing past the silvery moon? Were the stars making noise as they sparkled at night? Did the sun sing a song as it colored the sky? Did the waves make a song as they crashed to the shore? Or was it the whales? Or the lion's first roar? Did the first flowers hum as they burst into bloom? Or was the first song when the thunder went boom? Maybe elephants running loud over the ground. No. Or maybe the birds made the first singing sound. All these guesses we've made are quite good, but they're wrong. It was God our Maker who sang the first song. When God made the earth, He decided to sing, and He wrote His song into everything. God's song says, you're good, you are wonderfully made, and I'll never stop loving you all of your days. So I want you to sing with your life and your voice, for I created the earth to make a joyful noise. So now we know who sang the first song. God, who made us, knew all along that every heart and everything was born with a song it was made to sing. So I think the thing that we want you to remember today is that out of all the things that God created, we are His favorite creation. You might say He saved the best for last when He created us. But just know that he thinks that everything that he created was good, and he longs and longs to have a relationship with us. And that is our choice, that we get to choose to love him. So let's remember that this week as we go throughout and we look at all the things that God created, and we see all the beauty that he's given us. So just remember that for this week, and listen to Ellie's album that I think you'll really like. And we've also included some other worship songs that go along with our lesson today. And we will see you back here next week. Have a great week. Bye-bye.